This is the Roulette Master, and I cannot wait to share with you this incredible new roulette system from one of my subscribers, Greg. He said this is extremely safe and effective, and he's been using it every night in the casino to consistently make money. And today we're going to put his system up against Subscriber Hasn't Lost All Year. Let's go ahead and start with that first, and here we go. So let's go ahead and place the bets. And with Subscriber Hasn't Lost All Year, we are going to put 10 on second, 12, 10 on third, 12, 10 on 19 to 36. This is a $30 total bet. The timer's set, and let's see which one of these systems makes the most money in 15 minutes. That is a 7 red to start, and that's a loss. So with this system, when you lose, you do double the bet. And I'm going to go over why this system works so well here in a moment, though. Let's go ahead and spin. Now we have 20 on each out of 3 of those bets. That's $60 total, and that's a 19 red. Okay, that's a nice $40 win. So we're up 10 now, and we place the bets back out there again. And spin. Now we're back to the original $30 bet. And let's see if we can get some wins here. That's a win right there with a 31 black. Obviously, this system favors higher numbers. Now we're already up 30, so we're just going to rebet and spin. And here we go. Okay, that's a 26 black. That's a win. And that's another $20 win. We're already up 50. And let's spin again here. Let's see what we get on this one. That is a 6 black, and that's a loss, so we're going to double the bet. So now we're going to go from 30 to 60, 20 on each. Drops us back to $20 profit temporarily, and here we go. That's a 22 black. And that's a win. So we go back to 10 on each, and now we're back up 60. So let's go ahead and place the bets and spin. And one of my subscribers said that he played all year without losing with this system. He did play with a smaller denominational bet, but I'll go over all of those things as well. And the thing that just happened there is what I need to explain to everyone. The 13 through the 18 is break even with this system. And the reason that that works really well is because generally when you're playing systems that double, you only have half of the numbers covered. Well, with this system, at least the only numbers that can hurt you are on the left-hand side with the 1 through 12 and the 0, 0, 0. So even though we're not winning money when we hit those 6 numbers there, they don't lose, and that's always a great thing. So there's a win there. Now all of a sudden we're up $80. So let's go ahead and spin again here. Because systems that only cover 18 numbers, you can get on a really bad streak, and when you're doubling, can run out of your bankroll. And there's another win there. Now we're up $100. Let's go ahead and spin. And with this one, at least you have more numbers that don't hurt you. And that's a 7 red. Okay, that is a loss, and we're going to double the bet. Now, the subscriber that did this one, he started with smaller bets and had a little bit of a larger bankroll. I'm going to cover all that, though, as well as we go through. That's a 0 there. We're up 70. We're going to keep the bet the same because we broke even on that one. And here we go. That's a 9 red. Okay, and that's a loss, so we're going to double the bet. Okay, we're up 10 currently, but that's just because we haven't won in a little bit. Once we do, we'll be back up there again. But that's another loss with the 3 red, so we're going to double again. And we're minus 110. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. Now we're at 240 total bet. That's a 0, and that's another loss. So that's about the worst case scenario, but we still have plenty of bankroll. Now we're at 480, and we have about $1,700 left in there. So even if we lose this one, we should be able to place at least one more bet. But let's see if we can get a win here, and we did. That's a nice $320 win. And you can see, though, because of those extra numbers in the center, if you go really high in the progression, then you don't get it all back when you get the double. But you still start back over, and that's one of the reasons that he hadn't lost all year. It's a system that that basically you lose a little bit when you get high in the progression, but then you can build it back up easily. So let's go ahead and rebet and spin. And then I'm going to cover with you the actual denominations that he plays with. And that's a 30 red. Okay, that is a $20 win. So let's just rebet and spin. Here we go. So this is with $10 units and a $2,000 bankroll. When he was winning nonstop for the whole year, he was actually doing it with dollar units and a $1,000 bankroll. So let's go ahead and double the bet there. And that gives you even more of a chance to make sure that you don't lose your bankroll and that you continue to win. And that's a 33 black. Okay, and that's a $40 win. So let's see where we're at. We're actually just back to even now. We're going to build it back up here. And normally, and let's go back to 10 each. Normally when you're playing this, if you don't get really high in the progression, you don't lose that much when you finally get the win. And that's a 27 red. And that's a $20 win. We're up 20. Let's build it back up again. So just to think about that, if you were using dollar bets with a $1,000 bankroll, that's 1,000 times the bet amount. So there's another $20 win there. Now we're up 40. So if we were going to keep those proportions the same, then you would have to take 1,000 times 10. That'd be a $10,000 bankroll. So that's something to keep in mind when you're thinking about this. Even though it is a good strategy, we are up $60 and we're building it back up. But think about that. When he was not losing for the whole year, he was playing with a bankroll that was 1,000 times his starting bet. Okay, so that's a $20 win there. We're up 80. But everything else is the same. Let's build this back up, and if we get a win here, I think we'll be back up 100. But we lost that one. That's a 7 red, so we're going to double the bet. And like I said, if you just get a couple losses, it doesn't really affect it that much. But if you go real high in the progression, then you don't get it all back. And here we go. That's a 9 red. That's another loss. So if you get on a long streak of low numbers, that's when it's so key that you have the right size bankroll and that you can stick around till things turn your way. And that's an 18 red. That's another one of those break evens that don't hurt you any. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. We're at the 120 level right now, $2,000 bankroll. But again, he uses 1,000 times. So if we were going to play $10 bets like this, we'd actually have a $10,000 bankroll. So keep that in mind. We're up 70. We're going to go back to the original $30 bet since we got the win. And here we go. So that's a 34 red. So when you're testing this one, try it that way. Try it with, you can use dollar units when you're testing it with a $1,000 bankroll and see how much better you do than what we're doing today. And we're still up 90. We're doing well, with the $10 bets and $2,000 bankroll. But keep that in mind that the proportions are really important. And obviously, the higher the bankroll that you have, the better chance you have of getting through tough times when you're playing roulette and you're not getting good numbers. We're up 60 now. Let's go ahead and spin. So for those of you that play online, that's a good option for you. If you're playing in a casino and you have to have a $10 minimum bet, then it's something that you'll have to decide. But you can definitely do well with the $2,000 bankroll and $10 units like we're doing here. Obviously, your chances are better if you have a higher bankroll for the amount that you're playing. And that's a 23 red. Okay, that's a nice $20 win. So now we're up 120, and you can see that even though that dropped us back into the negative when we went high in the progression, we're already doing well again, even though we just lost that one on 3 red. So let's go ahead and we'll double that bet. Now there's 20 on each instead of 10. And here we go. That is 11 black. It's another loss, so let's double that bet. Now we're at the 120 level. But again, we haven't had any trouble with not having enough bankroll up to this point. And we have about 6 minutes left with this one, so let's continue to see how it does. That's a nice $80 win. Now we're back up 110. We'll go back to the original $30 bet. And don't get greedy when you get high in the progression and it sets you back a little bit. Don't get greedy. Just jump right back on board and start making consistent earnings again. So we're up 130 now. You can see it didn't take that long for us to build it back up. So we didn't go crazy and try to get it all back in one spin. We just jumped right back into the process, and now all of a sudden we're up $150. So greed is never a good thing when you're playing roulette. You want a good sized bankroll for the amount of money that you're betting, and you just have to hang tight and be patient until good things happen and then cash out. We're up 170, just like Sonny always says. When you get up, you get out. He says, get in and get out. So it just depends on how well you start, I guess, right? And that's a loss, so we will double the bet. And again, the 13 through 18 are break evens on this one. Not always the best thing, but at least you're not losing. And for most systems that double, at least you have a lot more numbers that don't lose, and that's really important. So obviously you want more numbers that win, but having more numbers that don't lose is always a good thing as well. That's a 13 black, and that's another one of those break evens. It won't hurt us any. And if we were just playing 18 numbers, that's 6 numbers that if we hit, we don't lose on, and that can be big sometimes. Let's go ahead and spin again. If we break even, we just rebet the same amount. And here we go. That's a 31 black. That's a win, so we're definitely going to reset. And we're up 160 now. So let's go back to our original $30 bet, 10 on each out of the 3. And here we go. That's a 24 black. Okay, that is a $20 win. We're up 180 now. And let's rebet and spin at base level, $10 on each out of the 3 bets. And that's a 35 black. That's a really good one. And another time to cash out is after you get a long string of high numbers. And we're up 200 now. So if you do get a long string of high numbers, it's probably a good time to cash out and take the money with you, declare victory over the casino, and call it a good night. That is a loss, so we will double the bet, and that drops us back to 170 temporarily. But let's see if we can get the win right here. And we did. That's a 32 red. We have 3 minutes left with this one. We're 12 minutes in. We're up $210, even after that rough patch earlier where it dropped us into the negative. We climbed right back up there, and now that's a 21 red. That's a nice $40 win. We're up $250 now. Let's spin. We're back at base level. Here we go. And obviously, if you can win in the first couple tries, after losses, you're in a much better position. Let's go ahead and double and spin. And obviously, that's because the later you get in the progression, the more it's gonna be harder to keep up with where you were. We're up 260. Let's go back to the original $30 bet now. That's 10 on each. We're almost 13 minutes in out of 15, and that's a 28 black. And I like seeing all these high numbers now. We were patient, and now it's paying off. We're up $280, and let's rebet that and spin. And again, the subscriber that hadn't lost all year was playing this with dollar units and a $1,000 bankroll, which is 1,000 times the starting bet amount. So obviously this $10 and $2,000 bankroll is not that, but you can do good with these increments as you're seeing today. And let's go ahead and spin again here. We're up $200, and here we go. That's a 12 red. And that's a loss, so let's go ahead and double the bet. That temporarily drops us back to 270. And doing great with this one. Here we go. That's another good win, 36 red, so we'll go back to 10 on each again. Now we're up $310, and let's go back to the original $30 bet, and here we go. That's a 32 red. That's a $20 win. We're up $330. Let's rebet and spin. Here we go. That's a 14 red. Again, one of those that breaks even, doesn't hurt us any. And it's nice to have, more than 18 numbers that don't lose. And that's what you're seeing with this system is those extra 6 numbers there are definitely helping us keep from losing. And that's a loss there. So let's go ahead and double the bet. That temporarily drops us back to $300 profit. We're doing really well. And we have about, let's see, we have about 30 seconds left with this one. That's a 24 black. And that's a nice win. We go back to 10 on each. We're up $340 now. This is doing fantastic. And this will be our last spin with this one. We're at the 15-minute level. And we ended with the 0, which isn't always great, but that's okay. So our time's up. We made $310 with subscriber hasn't lost all year roulette system. Again, he does it with dollar units and a $1,000 bankroll, which is 1,000 times the starting bet amount. Today we did it with $10 units and $2,000 bankroll, which is still good enough to win a lot of money and do well. But just remember that part of the reason he probably didn't lose is because he did have 1,000 times his starting bet in bankroll. And when you test it out both ways. Let me know what you think. And if you play online, you can definitely use the dollars as well. But that doesn't work for everyone. But I hope you enjoyed this first part of today's video. But now it is time for the new roulette system of the day. I can't wait to share this with you. Let's jump right into it. And here we go. All right, the time is finally here for Greg's new roulette system. He said this will start making you money in the casino right away. And I'm going to share with you what he's been doing and why he's doing it. Let's go ahead and place the bets. We're going to start with opposite colors, which would be on black, but it's not going to stay that way all the way through, and I'm going to show you why. We're going to start with a $60 bet, not $10. So let's go ahead and spin. No more bet. And here we go. These are going to be using $10 units, though. It's not $60 units. We're just starting at 60, so keep that in mind, and that's a loss. So we're going to stay on black, and we're going to go just to $70. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. So we're staying on opposite color for now. And here we go. That's a 25 red. That's a loss. So you can see temporarily we're down 130. But now we're going to go from 70 to 80. We're going up $10 with every loss on opposite colors here. And let's see what we get. Okay, we finally got the win. So now we're going to go from 80 back to 70, and we'll be on red opposite color. Okay, let's go ahead and spin. And even though we started out poorly, if we get the win here, we'll already be back in the positive column. And that's a win. So now we go from 70 to 60, and we'll be on black opposite color. And again, we're not going to always stay on opposite color. I'm going to share that with you as we go through this. Now we have a $60 bet on black. That's a 29 black. That's a win. And now we are going to go from 60 to 50, and we'll be on opposite color, which would be red. And now we're up $80 already. So that's fantastic. And here we go. And that's a 2 black. That is a loss. So we go from 50 back to 60, but we'll still be on red opposite color. And let's go ahead and spin. And again, coming up here, I'm going to share with you when we switch from opposite color to a different bet. That's a loss. So we go from 60 to 70, still on red opposite color. We're minus 30 currently. This is a $2,000 bankroll system. And here we go. That's a 7 red. And that is a $70 win there. So we're going to go from 70 back to 60 and go to opposite color, which is black. Now we're up $40, and here we go. I'm also going to explain to you why Greg starts out with the bet higher than normal, and so that it can go up and down. And that's a nice $60 win there. We're going to go to 50, and we'll be on red opposite color. Okay, we're up $100. Let's go ahead and spin. And here we go. That's a 7 red. That's a win. So now we go from 50 to 40, and we'll be on black opposite color. We're up $150, and I'm already starting to see something that might cause us to change the bet, and I'm going to share that with you here in a second. That's a 1 red. Oh, but it stopped right there, so we didn't quite get to it. I'm going to share it with you here shortly. We're going to go from 40 to 50 now, and we're going to be on black. We're up $110. So we're going up 1 unit when we have a loss. We're going down 1 unit with a win, and those are $10 units. We're going to go from 50 to 60, and we'll still be on black. So if you get a green, you still are on opposite color. Let's go ahead and spin, and here we go. That's a 29 black. That's a win. We're going to go from 60 to 50, and we'll be on red. We're up $120. And what we're looking for to switch the bets is if we have 6 wins in a row, which would go opposite color back and forth 3 times, then we're going to switch to follow the winner. So let's see if we can do that. We're going to go from 50 to 60 on red, which is opposite color. That temporarily dropped us back to 70, but in no time we can be right back up there again. Then we're going to talk here soon about why we start the bet high. Okay, that's a $60 win, so we're going to go back to 50, and we'll be on black. We're up $130 again. Okay, so again, what's going to make us go from opposite colors to follow the winner is if we get 6 wins in a row or 3 chops back and forth, which means black, red, black, red, black, red, or red, black, red, black, red, black. And you can see on that last one there, we bet 50 and we won. So now we're going to be at 40 on red. We're up $180. So now let's talk about why Greg starts at $60. That's a 1 red there. Okay, that's a win at 40. And then we're going to go to 30 now on black, opposite color. And you can see now we have black, red, black, red. So for us to switch to follow the winner, we need black and then red again. Let's see if we get it.
No more bets.
We did not. So the cycle stopped. But just so you know what it takes to switch it up. And we're going to go from 30 to 40 now, and we'll be on black. We're up 190. And now, again, I was going to saying we should talk about why he starts at $60. And he starts at $60 because, and let's go from 40 to 30 now on red. Number one, it gives him a goal that if he gets back to 10 and starts at 60, it's a great time to cash out. But more importantly, he says that this system works way better if it can always work in 2 directions. And if you start at $10 and we won 30 there, so we're going to go back to 20. He says that this system works so much better if you can work in 2 directions. If you start at 10, you can't work in 2 directions. You can only work in the direction of losing, which would be to go up. When you get the win, you can't go down. So that's a $20 loss. We're going to go to 30, and we'll be on opposite color. We're up $240 even after that loss. That is fantastic. And here we go. That's a 12 red. That's a loss at 30, and then we're going to go to 40 on black. We're still up 210 even after back-to-back losses there. And but again, it also makes a goal for Greg to, if he does get anywhere near $10, boy, it's a good chance. It's a good chance to cash out. We're going to go from 40 back to 30 now, and we'll be on opposite color red still. We're up $250. So you can see as you get close to the $10 bet, you're going to be doing fantastic. And that's a 0. That's a loss. So we go back to 40, and we stay on that color. That dropped us back to 220 profit. We're 7 minutes in out of 15. And here we go. Tried to hit 0 again there, but it didn't. That's a 9 red. That's a win at 40. So we'll go back to 30, and we'll be on black. The cool thing is, even though we're going back and forth, you think you wouldn't be making money, but we are. We're up $260. So all this back and forth is actually making us money. And that's pretty cool. That's a 1 red. That's a loss at 30, so we're going to go to 40 on black. It dropped us back to 230 profit temporarily. The other important thing about starting at 60 is it does give you more opportunity to make money as well. But again, the main reasons were to have the goal, and we're going to go from 40 to 50 here on black. But more importantly, he says that this system just works way better if it can go in both directions. And by starting higher with smaller unit sizes, you can do that. Now we're going to go from 50 to 60, and we're going to be on opposite colored black. Here we go. Man, we're on a big red run here, though. That's going to cut into our profits temporarily. So we're going to go to 70 now. You can see that dropped us all the way back to $80 profit, but that's okay. We still have a lot of time left. We're only 8.5 minutes in out of 15, and that's a win. So we'll go from 70 back to 60, and we'll be on red opposite color. We're up $150, and here we go. That's a 35 black, and all these colors in a row is not helping us right now, but that's okay. We're going to go from 70. We're still on opposite color to 8. I'm sorry. Let's check that last bet. Last bet was 60. We're going to be at 70 on opposite color red. And again, if you get 6 in a row or 3 chops in a row, which would be like red, black, red, black, red, black, or the opposite, then you go to follow the winner. And that's a $70 win. We go to 60, and we'll be on black. We're up $160 right now. And here we go. Let's see if we can get a win here on black. And we did not. That's a 36 red. So we're going to increase that from 60 to 70, and we'll still be on black. That dropped us all the way down to $100 profit, but that's okay because we still have about 5.5 minutes left, and that's a 9 red. It's another loss, so we'll go from 70 to 80. That temporarily drops us back to 30. But all we need is another good run, and we can cash out again. That's a 28 black. I think we finally got a win. Now we'll go from 80 to 70 and go back to red. We're up 110, and let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. Ooh, man, we're not doing so good right now, but that's okay. We still have plenty of time. We're going to go from 70 to 80, and we're up 40. It won't take any time at all to get back up with this system, and we just need to get a couple wins. And there's one right there at 80, so now we go back to 70, and we'll be on opposite color black. Be nice, too, to get 6 wins in a row so that we could switch to follow the winner. That's 11 black. Okay, there we go. There's a win at 70. Now we go to 60 on red. And now we have, black, red, black. And now we're back up 190. And, man, that happened quickly. It's amazing how fast the system responds once good things start to happen. And that's a 36 red. There we go. Now we're going to go from 60 to 50. And we'll be on black. Now we're up $250. Let's go ahead and spin. Here we go. That's a 34 red. That's a loss, I believe. Yep. So we're going to go from 50 to 60. And that drops us back to $200 profit. But let's see if we can get to a good number where we can cash out here. We have about 3.5 minutes left with this one. That's a 21 red. And that's a loss. So we'll go to 70. And we'll be on black, opposite color. Then we'll check our balance after this one. Here we go. That's a 5 red, and it's starting another color streak, which isn't helping us. So we'll go to 80 on black, and we're up $70 right now. And we haven't used any of the $2,000 bankroll that we have, so that's one positive. But we're sure getting a lot of losses and lots of color streaks, which aren't helping. So let's go to 90 now. And finally, we're down for the first time. We're down $10. And we have 3 minutes to get back up again. That's a 22 black. And we finally ended that bad streak there. We're going to go from 90 to 80. And we'll be on red. So that puts us back up 80. And you're going to see if we get a couple wins, we'll be back up there in no time. And there's a win right there on 34 red. So now we go from 80 to 70, and we are on opposite colored black. You can see we're already back up $160. See how quick that happened? And there's a 29 black. We've been patient, and things are finally turning our way. We're going to go from 70 to 60, opposite color. Now we're up $230, and that just happened so quickly. I just love how quick you can come back when things start going your way, and that's 11 black. That's a loss, though, so we'll go to 70, and we'll be on red. Still up 170, though, and let's go ahead and spin. We're 13 minutes in out of 15. And that's an 8 black. I think that's another loss. It is. So we go to 80 on red. And And these color streaks aren't helping us, but eventually it's going to go into a streak of chops, but we have to be patient with our bankroll until that happens. That's a 20 black, and that's another loss. Now it's going with a black streak, so not ideal. Let's go ahead. We're at 90 now, and then we'll check our balance again. And there's a win, I think, on 10 black. No, I'm sorry, we lost again. That's not good. Let's go ahead and increase again. We're at 100 now. We need some back and forth chops going on here, and this is really not good for us right here. This long streak of blacks right after a streak of reds. So we still have plenty of bankroll, but now we're going in the opposite direction. And if you get 2 long streaks of black and red back to back like this, it's really bad. So that's okay though. Just a second here. Let's go ahead and rebet, add $10, and let's see what we get here. That's a 1 red. We finally ended the streak. So let's go to 110 and we'll be on black. Going down a unit. Let's go ahead and spin. Let's see how long it takes to come back. That's a 10 black. Okay, we got the win. Then we go to 100 on red. And spin. Then we'll check our balance. Okay, we got the win. Great. Let's see what that did. There's a couple wins there. We're already back up again. This is unbelievable. So we'll go from 100 to 90. And that's awesome. That was quick. That's a 29 black. That's a win. Then we'll go from 90 to 80. We're already up 140 again. Man, that is just awesome how quickly this comes back. That's a 26 black. And that's a loss, so we'll go from 80 to 90. We'll still be on red. Okay, we're still up $60, and here we go. Okay, we got the win there, 3 red. Okay, so then we go back to 80 on black, opposite color. We're up 150, and here we go. But that's a 34 red. That's a loss. So we'll go back up to 90, and we'll still be on black. Let's see if we can get the win here. That's a 22 black. That's a win. So then we'll go back to 80, opposite color red. We're up $160 already after all those losses. But that's a loss there on 11 black. And we're going to go from 80 to 90. And here we go. Ooh, that's a 0. Ouch. So we just got to the time limit. Let's keep playing this one. And we're going to go from 90. Let's see here. We were on black. We would be on opposite color, which would be red. So let's go ahead and we'll be at 100 now. Let's keep playing this and see what we can do. We're back to minus 10 after those losses, but you saw how quickly we can come back, and that's a 23 red. Okay, that's a win. We're going to go to 90 now on black. Let's go ahead and spin. I just love how quick it comes back once you finally wait for something good to happen. That's a 25 red, but that's a loss, so we go to 100 on black and spin. Then we'll check our balance again here. That's a 26 black. Okay, and now we're back up 100. We'll go to 90 on red. And if we can get a win here, I think that'll be a good comeback here. And we did, so great. We went a little bit over the time limit. We made $190 in 15 minutes with this. But with this system, you just have to be patient and wait for good things to happen and then cash out at the right moment, because it definitely cycles. But I really like this system, and I like what Greg was saying about starting at 60 instead of 10. It lets this system work better because it can go up and down instead of just up, and I think that's important. Obviously, it also gives you a better chance to make money quicker, starting with a little higher amount, but with the same $10 unit size. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments as usual. And obviously, the winner today was a subscriber hasn't lost all year, but this one I really like this one. So let me know what you think of both these systems in the comments. That helps everyone in the community out if you share what you think. And I love hearing what you guys think as well. I love seeing the new systems you're sending in every day. Keep it up. Remember to send those to roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. That's roulettemaster.c@gmail.com. Every single day of the week, 365 days of the year, I pick one of your guys' strategies. We test it out at 7 a.m. Central Time. And then it's you guys' turn to let me know what you think about them so we can, find out which ones are the best for people to take to the casino. And I think that's awesome. Let's keep growing this great community of people. I think it's just fantastic. And remember, if you're enjoying the content, please like and subscribe. And we're getting close to 50,000 subscribers. So that would be awesome. If you've been watching for a while and haven't subscribed and you're enjoying the content, please subscribe. And let's hit that 50,000 subscriber goal here soon. And I would love that. But this is all one community of people, and it should be just as feel just as good for you guys as for me. Let's keep growing this community. And I just love the search for the best roulette system possible. And each and every day, look for it. So this is the Roulette Master, and have a great day, everybody.